Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Lance and today we're going to take a look at some cut content from Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And for this I'm going to be talking about a fairly significant item that was removed from the final game, taking with it a lot of minor but interesting character interactions. With regard to spoilers, we'll just be talking about the basics of the Dragonrot mechanic here, and also hearing some unused lines of dialogue from a few characters which have no relevance to the game's story. No bosses or story elements will be discussed or shown. So if you've played Sekiro Shadows Die Twice long enough to be defeated a few times, you're likely familiar with the concept of Dragonrot, and the fact that it can be cured wholesale once Emma has taught the player to use dragon's blood droplets, which are an item that can be simply bought or found lying around throughout the game world. However, an earlier description of Dragonrot in an unused tutorial screen describes a somewhat different process involving an item that doesn't actually exist in the final game. Dragonrot Restoration. If someone afflicted with Dragonrot is not treated, they will die. However, Emma can create a medicine called Dragonrot Pellets to cure them. Dragonrot Pellets require resurrective power to be created. So in the final game, Emma teaches Wolf how to reset the spread of Dragonrot in an abstract manner using dragon's blood droplets at any sculptor's idol, without actually interacting face to face with any of the victims. The original plan, however, was for Emma to be able to create Dragonrot Pellets, which Wolf would give to sick characters one at a time in order to cure them. I've gone ahead and restored some conversation choices which were cut from the final game here, through which Emma will elaborate on the process.
狼殿、よく参られました。竜害にかかった者が吐いた血の塊を調べ、竜害の薬を作ることができるようになりました。あなたの改正の力と引き換えに作ることができます。必要ならば言ってください。
Here she mentions the original plan of requiring resurrective power to be spent in order for her to create a Dragonrot pellet. In the end, the developers entirely scrubbed out the ability for Emma to create Dragonrot pellets.
では、また。
And the item itself no longer exists in the game's files. However, all of the code for giving them to sick characters face to face does remain, which I was able to restore after some complex patching. This allows us to experience these interactions which never made it into the final game, and hear just a little extra dialogue from each character, so we can take a look at the various ways each would have reacted to receiving a Dragonrot pellet. Here, the exiled memorial mob has been afflicted with Dragonrot and struggles when speaking to Wolf. So as we can see, the option for Give Dragonrot Pellet would appear if Wolf had such a thing in his inventory at this point. Selecting this yields a confirmation prompt, and selecting No results in an uneventful exchange. Selecting Yes results in a short dialogue between the two characters.
これを飲め。ありがたいよ。
And the pellet is removed from Wolf's inventory. Unfortunately, being unfinished content, the function doesn't actually work, and the exiled remains ill after using the item. The sculptor himself is afflicted with Dragonrot reasonably early in the game, depending on Wolf's misadventure. If Wolf is able to give him a Dragonrot pellet, he has a little more to say than our previous example.
竜害の薬だ。エマ殿が作ってくれた。
エマが。そうかい。
どうだ。
ちったら楽になったな。
Inosuke's mother, the timid maid, comes down with Dragonrot reasonably early, and so we're able to trigger a prompt for offering a Dragonrot pellet to her.
そなたにかかっておる。
これを。
犬助、それは
薬です。
ありがとうな。
じきに良くなります。
そなたは
はい。
高校息子じゃ。
Of course, she still continues to mistake us for her son throughout. Inosuke himself is of course also a potential sufferer to whom a Dragonrot pellet can be offered.
私のことは母を飲め。これは病の薬だ。かたじけない。じき治るだろう。礼を言う。残して行けぬのだ。
His mother actually notices that Wolf has done this and, still mistaking him for her son, comments on his behavior.
あそこのお方の咳、治ったようじゃな。猪助や、そなたが薬を飲ませておったのを母は見ましたよ。情け深い息子を持って母はまこと鼻が高いぞ。
Some characters don't react at all to the Dragonrot pellet, which is just a testament to the fact that the item's function never made it to completion before being cut from the game. And conversely, some characters go so far as to open up further dialogue options if Wolf has a Dragonrot pellet in his inventory. Here we have a choice of whether or not to give the Dragonrot pellet to Doljin in the first place, yielding some new dialogue if we do nothing.
忌々しい赤目、施術の邪魔を。
これを薬だ。
薬、忍びのお方。私はそれほど愚かではありません。何だというのです。その得体の知れぬ薬は。
We also get a branch in his dialogue if we refuse to explain its purpose.
やはり騙されませんよ。
これを。
その得体の知れぬ薬は。
これは竜害の薬、エマというクス師が作ったものだ。
エマ、あの娘が
飲んでくれるか。
試すくらいは良いでしょう。息がなんだと。
どうだ。
お静かに経過を見れば。
I like that Daojin has a bit to say when he hears of Emma's responsibility. In fact, if we return later after he has fully recovered, he has even more unused dialogue with regard to Emma.
治ったか。
あの道元様ですら治せなかったものを。エマ、いつもお前はそうだ。
知っているのか。
あなたには関わりのないことです。
So obviously this entire concept was dramatically simplified for the final game, which is not a bad thing mechanically, but it is a little disappointing that we missed out on these interactions that do add a little something to Wolf's relationships with the characters he meets. It's interesting that conversation dialogue and full English translations still exist for this whole system, so it's very likely that these made it through to very late in development before being removed. And so I hope you managed to find something interesting about this little look at some cut content that might otherwise have gone unseen. If you did manage to enjoy this video, feel free to let me know by hitting the like button, or leaving a friendly comment below. If you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing to keep up with my work here. You can find more ways to follow and support my work in the description, and either way, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.